Danny Flex here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Stoke middleweight contender Nathan Heaney. Nathan, how are you doing?
Very good, thank you, Danny. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thank you. You're in the middle of work, so thank you for finding the time to speak to us.
Yeah, so it's just something back, first day back after these holidays. So I had a practical lesson with my guys which was decent. So we're in the gym, and then in between lessons, I have a little chat with yourself. So yeah, decent.
Good stuff. Now we last saw you out not too long ago against Ryan Oliver. Entertaining fight. Were you at all disappointed that the stoppage didn't come? You were quite dominant in periods.
Yeah, it was one of them. It was. I thought at first round, I never went in with the intention of stopping it because I didn't know what his durability was like. Anyway, I'd watched him on videos, but he seemed quite a nice little boxer. But first round, I thought I was going to blast him out, and he just sort of become immune to the shots in a way. And then also you have that kind of thing, and you don't want to blow your load and shoot it all out, and then you just bloody, and then you're done, and you get gassed out. So it was one of them. I hadn't boxed for a year, so yes, it would have been great to get the stoppage. And if I'd have probably dropped him a bit earlier, in I think it was round 5 when I dropped him right at the end, I might have stopped him. I don't know, but it's one of them. I got the rounds in. It's decent.
How far away do you feel you are now for contending for either an English or a British title? I know you've got an IBO Intercontinental, but on the domestic scene.
Yeah, on the domestic scene, I don't know, 6 months, something like that. I don't know what the plan is in terms of when my next fight. I'm hoping to fight in July. I've got nothing confirmed as of yet, but hopefully I should have something very soon. But yeah, it's just for me, because obviously you got Denzel Bentley as his champion and he's fighting Felix, which is an amazing fight. For me, I've got to step up the levels in terms of the sparring that I've been doing. I mean, I've been sparring with some great lads, but this year I really need to, over the next 6 months, I really need to pick it up with the top boys of the country because I do want to be fine for the British.
Is there anyone in particular you'd like to spar that you haven't had the opportunity to as yet?
There's some good lads I like to spar. I'd love to spar Liam Williams again because he was really, really good. I mean, granted he didn't get the win the other night, but I know what a good fighter he is. I didn't think the ref allowed the fight to. There was a lot of holding going on from him. God, he was very awkward as well, and I think that made it a bit tricky for Williams. But I'd love to spar him again because he was a really good spar. And there's a number of different lads. I aren't too sure really. I want to spar with Zach Parker as well because he's very awkward. He's a big super middle as well, and with him being close to me, he'd be a great person to spar with. So yeah, there's loads of different lads.
It's interesting you mentioned Zach Parker. I was reading an interview earlier with his stablemate, Lennox Clarke, who had a lot of nice things to say about Zach Parker, but had a little dig at you, and I wasn't really sure why.
Who did? Lennox?
Lennox, yeah. He said,
why?
Yeah, he said when he won his IBO Intercontinental title, it didn't mean anything to him, but you parade yours around like it's a world title.
I don't know, mate.
Is there anything personal between you guys? Because I didn't think there was anything, and then I saw that.
No, because I think Lennox is a bloody good fighter, mate. When he won that British title, I could have been more proud of the lad. So I don't know. It's a bit weird because when he won that IBO title himself, I thought this is when I first turned professional. So when I saw him winning that, I thought it was a bloody great thing for him to do. And I haven't had to whip my belt out for a while. So I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I get on with Lennox. So it's a bit strange that he said that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know. Maybe it's because, like he said to me, when we both boxed in Birmingham, he was boxing in his backyard, but I brought another 200 people now with me from Stoke. I had like nearly 400 there. So maybe I don't know. Maybe something like that to do with that. But now Lennox is a good lad, and he had an amazing win the other night. So I don't know why he's saying that. But let's hope I don't win the British because if I win that, mate, he'll be bloody everywhere. That will. He'll be sick of it then.
Talking of the British, you mentioned earlier, obviously, Felix Cash, Commonwealth champion, going up against the Lonsdale belt holder, Denzel Bentley, this weekend, Saturday night. Yeah. How do you see that fight panning out? Because you said you'd be ready for a shot at that in 6 months or so.
Yeah.
Who will you be fighting? Who will you be challenging?
It's a great fight, that isn't it? It's just because on paper, you look at like the pedigree of Felix Cash and the lads he's beaten, and like with Jack Cullen and obviously he stopped Jason Wellborn. So he's a very strong lad himself. But I know that Bentley, because he stopped some lads that I've boxed that were very, very tough and a bit hard, and they hardly even flinched, and he wiped them out. He's obviously got something special there in the way that he punches. So I honestly don't know. I don't know who to pick. I really don't, because he boxed. I would have said boxing ability wise, you'd give it to Felix Cash, but in his last fights, Bentley boxed superb against Heffron. So I don't know. I honestly can't pick it. I can't pick it.
Do you think either of their styles suits you more?
I think they're both very, very tough lads to fight at either of them. But I think we would have preferred. All the styles, they're totally different. Totally different. Like, I think Bentley, you might look at him and think, oh, you can catch him with certain shots, but there is danger is the fact they can catch you with long, awkward looking shots, looping shots as well. And I think he holds his distance a lot better than people probably give him credit for. At least probably what I give him credit for when I used to watch him back in the day. But he's improved massively. I don't know in terms of who would be better for me style-wise, but they both keep the range well. So it's just one of them. They're both good fighters, aren't they?
Now, apart from your ability and accomplishments, one of the things you're known for is your great following, as you alluded to earlier. Sell hundreds and hundreds of tickets, and they're not just sitting there kind of passive. They really get involved, vociferous fan base. How keen are you to see the return of those fans? Because we're not far off now.
Well, I said with whether anything can happen in July with crowds and stuff, obviously the restrictions are supposed to be lifted at the end of June. So if that's the case, why can't boxing events happen as well? And yeah, my guy, especially with the way we're performing as well, Stoke at this moment in time, it's a bit. I think we've won 5 out of the last 23 games, and it's just where we had a great start to the season. We're just a bit deflated at this moment in time. We just need something to look forward to. And I know when it comes to obviously my guys, if I get a date and the crowd's going to be there, I think it'll be unreal how many people are going to be there. And like you say, the atmosphere is incredible. I think it'll be better than it's ever been.
How much of a help, if any, is it in the fights themselves? Because I know you can't rely on a crowd to get you a victory, but does it give you a little extra boost?
Well, yeah, but it's because everyone kept mentioning the build-up to my last fight with me not having a crowd. Oh. How was that going to affect me? And it's I always knew I'd perform well, but I think it does make a difference. For example, when I did hurt Oliver, if the crowd were going mental, I would have pushed that little. I might have pushed that little extra 2% needed to get him out of there. But he was very tough anyway, so I can't say I would have stopped him. But if the crowd were there, it might have pushed me on just a little bit more. And it does. Like when I was in my Midlands title fight, it was a really close fight. But when it comes to like this round 6 onwards, when you're really feeling it, I almost got a second win because every time I threw a combination, the place went mental, and it did give you that. It did give you that extra energy you needed. So they are very important.
Now you said you're between lessons at the moment. What does the rest of the afternoon hold for you?
I've got my level 2 sports. Because I teach at Stafford College, CNSCG group, and yeah, we've got what we got next. We did the practical side of their fitness training programming, but now we're doing the theory side in a minute. So, at 3:00, and we're just going through their program, how to create programs, assessing their own fitness profiles and stuff like that. Yeah.
It sounds really interesting. It's like something that can help with your boxing as part of your job. Do you know what I mean? Because you're always like researching and stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, like. But yeah, I've done it for over a decade, researching training methods and nutrition and so on. So really, sort of the information I've gained all those years ago helped me with the course itself in terms of giving them the best information possible. But I didn't know much, and yeah, it possibly could have definitely helped me. But I've done it for bloody years, so they go hand in hand together.
And does it work in the way that, this is what you've done for the past decades? When it comes to the dieting side of boxing, you've got it down pat, or is it no easier?
Yeah, no, I've got it down. Like I think that's one thing that's good with me in terms of my weight never fluctuates much at all. I'm very people could probably think I could get to like line middle, but I couldn't. I just always stay lean and just stay that level and just cut the last few pounds whatever I need to. But yeah, the things I've learned over the years, I know what works and what doesn't work, and yeah, so it does help. And
any guilty pleasures food wise?
I love a curry, mate. I love a lamb pasander from the Blue Tipping in Stoke. It's not a sponsor, it's just a bloody good curry. Lamb pasander. I'm not really massive. I like just after training stuff, after food, after my main meal, I like an ice cream and stuff. But again, I keep my calories within a certain range. So even though I'm eating naughty foods as such, I don't put any weight because the calories are controlled. So yeah, it's yeah.
There you go. Sorted. And it's always better to give praise when they're not a sponsor. It always means more.
Yeah, well, mate, I've got some great sponsors, but there's some great guys in Stoke as well. And yeah, they make some good curries, that guy. So yeah, you have to shout them out.
Good stuff. Now, we've asked this before, but before I let you go, just for anyone out there who isn't on the Nathan Heaney Express just yet. How can they find you on social media?
Yeah, find me Nathan Hitman Heaney on Instagram. Same for Facebook, and Nathan Heaney on Twitter. Yeah, so they're my usual handles that I use. And yeah, I keep everyone updated on there. So any fight news I get or anything else, yeah, on there.
Great stuff.